Hi everyone, this is Liz from Creative Life of Liz, and I am here to do my November book Bujo setup. Before we do that, I do want to walk you through kind of where we are right now. This is in my dot grid that I got from Michaels. It's holding up pretty well, except maybe not having enough pages, but we're going to see how that goes with the end of the year. Starting out at the beginning, this one obviously hasn't changed. My grid spacing guide hasn't changed. I am currently on October, what is today? 22nd, Tuesday. So I do still have a good amount of the month left, but I need to get this video up and finished, and this is when I have time. Doing okay on my reading. Have had a little bit less reading here in October, not too surprising. I'm just kind of busy with other things and all that kind of stuff. I'm keeping up with my goals okay though. Over here, I have made no more progress on the Our Fantasy Bingo. I do plan to read the Published in the 90s by an author that has published in the last 5 years at some point. I may hold off on that particular prompt until I am visiting my parents over the holidays because they have a lot of books that would meet that requirement. So I might just borrow something from them. We'll see how that goes. I do need to keep up with my buzzword challenge. I haven't finished October's yet, but I will get that done. It's possible I read something and just forgot to put it in. Might not have read it yet, but I will get there. This has been done for a while. Pop Sugar, I have added a couple that I have finished this month. I think 1, 2, 3. So making good progress there. I think there's 6 more left. Hopefully can finish that by the end of the year. Did finish a couple more Romanceopoly, so I'm down to 2 prompts there. And I am keeping up with my adventures in Aldea. I am taking this last path here. So starting for November, I need to have a book that starts on page 2 or higher. Moving back here, let's start with, I ended up squishing my September book summary into a little less space. Honestly, there was still plenty of space. This was enough for me. My favorite read of the month was Finding You by E.M. Lindsay. It was actually also my first read of the month. I just find E.M. Lindsay books very emotional. I think they do a good job with that. Enjoyed it. I also really enjoyed The Mimicking of Known Successes. That was very good. It's like a Sherlock Holmes retelling, but make it sci-fi and set around Jupiter. Super fun. I enjoyed it, and I do want to keep going in the series. Biggest disappointment was Murder, She Sold. I thought it was going to be like murder mystery meets romance, but I just didn't like the characters, so I gave up. My top 5 books of the month were Finding You by E.M. Lindsay, The Mimicking of Known Successes by Mocha Older. Already talked about both of those. Mixing Up Mayhem by Heather Nix. Just a fun, cute, quirky, kind of paranormal romance. Bear, Otter, and the Kid by T.J. Klune, which was his debut, or at least as far as I can tell, his debut. And then Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. Looking at my statistics, I read 29 books for almost 9,000 pages. I did have 1 DNF, that was that Murder, She Sold. Overall, average rating 3.3, pretty mediocre. And you could see from the spread, it was a lot of 3 stars. I did read a lot of new authors, which was really nice. My Own Voices split was pretty meh. A lot of romance, not too surprising. It was my last month with Kindle Unlimited. KU has a lot of romances. And my split for the romance genre was about half contemporary. On the format, again, not surprising, mostly in ebook because, again, I had KU. And then publication, mostly new books. Again, not surprising, I had KU. Looking at my October setup, here's my cover page. It's cute. It's a thing. I did read 2 books so far under Romanceopoly. I don't know if I'll get to the other 2 prompts this month, but I can finish those up in the next couple of months if needed. I have read these first 2 of my priority reads. I don't know if I'm going to get to Someone Like You, but that doesn't publish until November 12th, so I do have time if I need it in November. Over here, I did the Escape the Haunted House, which somehow I wrote hotel. I'm just going to leave it, whatever. For TBR Harvest, I took the long path, starting at the entrance and working your way through like everything essentially. So this is kind of the prompts and the path that I followed for that one. For Spookopoly-thon, I do have the board. I don't think I'm going to do any more rolls, but we'll see. I have finished the 6 rolls that I ended up doing there. Over here, these are the books that I've been reading. Overall, it's been a moderate reading month. Some things that I really enjoyed, some things that were pretty mediocre, but it is what it is. And then this is where we are at so far. I do think these 2 pages should be plenty to cover the remaining week of the month, because as you kind of noticed, I have not been reading a ton. So got that covered. So this is 2 pages for my statistics, or my summary, 2 pages for my statistics. And then this is where we start for November. Not a lot of pages left, but hopefully we're gonna make it. For November, I did pull out these 2 washies from Simply Gilded. One has like these rose gold pumpkins on it, and then one has these little bears. I just think they're really cute. And then I do have 2 pens. I have my iBuyM fine liner in this brownish color, and then I have the green zebra mild liner that I'm using as well. My plan for the month is to keep it very simple. I don't think I'm participating in any readathons. I think I'm just going to take a break. I think I might need that. Small possibility I do final book support group. We'll see how that goes, but mostly I think I'm just going to try to finish up some of the remaining challenges that I still have on the calendar. So I think that's pretty much all I'm going to do for the month. So I'm going to just set up these 2 pages, and I think that's all I have in the way of setup. So I'm going to do that quickly, and then I will be back so that we can talk about how it turned out. All right, I think this is all I'm gonna do. I just put like a little banner in the middle and a little washi that I bordered. I feel like adding a border to washi just makes it somehow seem a little fancier, so I went with that. And then I put in priority prompts and priority reads. I know usually this is romanceopoly prompts, but because I have a few other prompts that I really need to prioritize, I'm just gonna deal with that right there. So I think that's everything for today. As always, please like and subscribe below if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. Let me know what you're excited to read in November, or what readathons you're participating in, or things that you want to share with me. If you don't have anything that you want to leave me some sort of pumpkin emoji just to say hi. I would love to hear from you. And then follow me on Instagram at Creative Life of Liz. I do show bits and pieces of this planner, both in progress and finish, and bits and pieces of my other planners, my life, what I'm reading, all that good stuff. And until next time, bye.